I'm here at the Lutheran Theological Seminary of Gettysburg, where I happened to run into the new director of the Washington Theological Consortium. I'm happy to introduce Larry Goldman. Larry, can you tell us what it was that you did before becoming the director?
Well, I was involved in theological education. I did some research with the Carnegie Foundation in theological schools all over the country. Before that, I was a missionary in the Philippines and worked with low-income folks from all over the Philippines and Southeast Asia in theological education. So my heart's been in theological learning for a long time.
Excellent. And why did you want to apply to be the director of the Washington Theological Consortium?
Well, the consortium is unique in the States because it's still one of the strong connected places for theological schools to work together to enhance learning from each other's traditions and, I hope, to build future ecumenical leaders. So I was thrilled to be in a position where I could work with faculty, with students, with school leaders to kind of think through and rethink what theological education is about and help our cooperative and ecumenical efforts grow stronger.
Do you have a message that you would like to send to students who desire to be in roles of leadership? As we graduate seminary, where do we go from here, and how do we present ourselves and prepare ourselves for the call that God has given us?
Well, just two brief notes that come to mind for me. One is I would encourage students to think about what it is about being called to the work of Christ and the people of God that means we are already united in what we do. And how do we strengthen those bridges and make them bridges that everyone can pass over when they need to? The second thing is I would encourage students to kind of think ahead about leadership. How often they're going to run into a Jewish rabbi or a Catholic priest or a pastor from another tradition that wants to swap pulpits or preside at the table together or co-lead a confirmation class. All these opportunities are rising as we have new immigrants and new folks coming to the churches. And how well are you ready to stand side by side in ministry with a person from another tradition? And that's what the consortium is all about, I think, for students, is getting them ready to do just that.
And why is it important that we talk about things like church unity and ecumenism?
I believe that we are already united and that God called us to be one in Him through Christ, and that in fact it is our own ambitions, aspirations, kind of worldly agendas that have separated us over the years. And I think I have a great deal of hope in students to rekindle that sense of already being united in Christ and helping overcome the obstacles that keep us from baptizing together, from having the Eucharist together, from doing mission with youth or children together. It's those worldly kind of obstacles that really keep us apart.
Is there anything you would like to add? Because I'm going to edit all of this, so.
I would just encourage you to explore the neighbor schools in the consortium. Go visit one of the student events or one of the convocations, see if it's a place you would like to do some learning. Give a shot at taking a course, because I think learning side by side with those of other faiths and from professors of other denominations and traditions is what the consortium is really all about. So be adventurous.
Great, thank you.